All right, that's what I'm talking about. What a scoreline against Inter. Really looking forward to this next match against Shakhtar. We need some magic to happen in the other groups, and I'll point that out here in just a moment. But assuming we can walk away with a nice win against Shakhtar away at their home stadium, we could be in the elimination stages of the Champions League, and that's what our goal is for this season. So, check out the match coming up in just a second. And yes, we've got this match against Shakhtar, but as I mentioned, we need some magic to happen in the other groups, and let's just check that out quick. So, getting into the groups here. I don't even know where I'm going here. Group stages. All groups. So just reviewing here, our main contenders here are, Milan, Ajax, Bayer we have on goal differential. Oh, Valencia has 8 points all of a sudden. Oh, no. So we need some serious magic. We got 6 points. So it might be that our hopes and dreams are over here. Although, if I can get 9 points here, well, we'll find out. There's a lot of magic that I'm looking and I'm trying to do the math as I'm scrolling down here. I don't know. If Inter is playing Paris Saint-Germain, and if Paris Saint-Germain beats Inter, let me focus on our group here for a second. If we get 3 points here and Inter gets none, man, that would be 3 and 3. That would be goal differential, right? Oh, man, I got to run the score up against Shakhtar as much as I possibly can. All right, well, coming up after this quick break, the match against Shakhtar away. Hopefully, it goes well. See you in a second. Okay, we're back. I've already gone through the team talk. The lineup is the exact same lineup we used in that match against Inter with that tricky 4-2-4. I've got Holland out on the right side here. You can see that right here. Valor returns to the left side. Edmondson and Ingvartsen up front. Let's see how this goes. Into the tunnel we go. I'm going to take a middle-of-the-road approach to this. Oscar's got some solid leadership. And away we go. Their stadium is virtually empty, which is interesting. And I wonder if that's because they're having poor form in the Champions League. So, here we go. All right, great work there. Bartson gets tackled. And we're 30 seconds in. Ruiz to Valor on the throw-in. Back to Ruiz. Looks like they're giving us plenty of space to operate here. And, I'm not sure what the heck that was. That looked like it was pretty much of a miscue, almost, if there is such a thing in Football Manager. Wide ball to Garasable, who already has a yellow card. Interesting. Garasable gets 2 chances to put up a cross. Oscar blows it into the middle of the stands behind the net there. It's some pretty big-looking stands there. All right, and they've got a corner and into the side netting, thankfully. Ladropoulos dwelling. No pressure. Out to Cataldi. Over to Oscar. Oscar over to Holland. To Edmondson. Cataldi, who boots it up to Holland. Really should have done something with that. And we have a bit of back and forth, and we've got a corner here. I've got to look at something quick. Yeah, let me change Oscar to a roaming playmaker. And that all looks good. So confirm. Valor with the corner, puts it up. Immediately headed away by Shakhtar. Cataldi picks up the loose ball. Over to Ladropoulos. puts it up for Ingvartsen, who misses the header. Shakhtar on the counter, and that is a tactical foul, automatic yellow card. Cataldi with the brains there, interrupts the counterattack, thankfully. Coruña picks up the ball from the free kick. Aller takes it wide. A little bit of back and forth there. I'm going to be making a tactical change here, I think. Not tactics change, not a substitution is the word I'm looking for there. Shakhtar trying to get a shot in, bounces off a Coruña defender. And it's nothing but back and forth. I am not happy with this thus far. So let me make some team changes, team instruction changes here. Let's take off that. Take that off. I'm fine with that. Bring this back to standard. And we'll see how that goes. Nice ball into space to Garasable for the corner. And a solid header, but easy pickup for the Shakhtar keeper. Nice long ball from the keeper to their striker. And that was a solid tackle by Garasable in the box there, making Ahab nervous. Once again, talking in the third person. Holland picks up the loose ball, and that's the end of the highlight. Uh-oh. They're starting to put some balls over the top here. I don't like that one bit. Let us change this up. Oh, that's... Let me back that off one. And we're going to try that. Just leave it be for a little bit. All right, we're able to clear that corner. Shakhtar defenders all the way in the Coruña half, playing all the way up after that corner. Another solid tackle by a Coruña defender. And I maintain that we are just tackling like crazy on all opposition. I'm going to give an old demand more here. Come on, guys. Cataldi picks up the ball to Oscar Angelari. Cataldi puts in the space for Ruiz, who runs in. Nice cross, easily handled by the Shakhtar defense. Oh, Oscar with a surprise boomer. God, he had to be 10 yards past the penalty box. Look at this. Cataldi to Oscar. Oscar one-hits that, and nobody from Shakhtar is prepared for that. What a hit. We're 1-0, or 0-1, however you want to say the scoreline. Coruña up. Pressure on the Shakhtar keeper puts that ball out wide. And our ratings are not very good here. Uzoho was just called up to the Nigerian World Cup team. So that's good. Get some recognition for Deportivo there. Garasable out wide. Puts up a solid cross, and there's a solid header from Edmondson, but the keeper from Shakhtar is easily able to pick that up. Long ball from the Shakhtar keeper. Again, an error, and their striker is able to pick up on that. Thankfully, Uzoho is awake and able to shut that down. Holland, playing some good defense there, gets a tackle and then loses the ball, unfortunately. Ruiz with the interception, and Vartson comes back to grit the ball. Over to Oscar. Really somebody should have put that into space. We had 3 attackers for Coruña onside in the opposition space. Metropolis coming up with the throw-in. Bombs it into the box. Shakhtar easily able to control that. Holland puts in a cross. Cataldi picks up the loose ball to Oscar. Over to Garasable. A lot of yellow cards on Deportivo. I think I'm going to make one change here. Let us change it to low crosses. Nice throw, but Shakhtar is easily able to defend that. Their striker gets the move, puts the move on the Coruña defensive line. That ball goes out for a Karunia throw-in. Luckily, no other Shakhtar player is able to capitalize on that. Out for a goal kick. Man, I know Karunia's in the lead here, but I am not liking this. This is not a solid structure of play. I apologize. I'm a little parched today, so I'm drinking whilst recording. Ooh. Karunia defense getting some last-minute hits there before they're able to get a shot off. Ooh. If we were against a better team, that probably would have been a goal. Zoho on the ball, holding it up. 35 minutes played, 36 minutes played. Valor puts the ball up for Ingvartsen. Runs wide, and Edmondson heads the ball over. Poor attempt at goal. I feel like when I use the low crosses team instruction, that they don't do low crosses. Now, that could just be the way I have this current set of teams set up, but it's just not. Really, the first low cross was the last cross in that Inter game, where Ladropoulos dropped that low cross across the net, and Valor booped it in for a goal. Now, I'm playing on comprehensive highlights here, so that's why we're seeing so much of the game. I'm going to pause this here and make a little change. Back support. Back support. Confirm. Oscar daintily dribbling with the ball. Holland taking it into the midfield. Solid passing there. Another header results in a keeper save by a Shakhtar. Valor steals the ball and is running up the left wing. Has two Shakhtar defenders on him. Crosses it into Ingvartsen, who heads it up, and it's cleared. Oscar over to Ruiz. He's playing up. Holland gets a header on it, forces a save from the Shakhtar keeper, and that goes out for a Karunia corner. Valor puts it up, easily handled by Shakhtar's defense. Angelari to Catali, who tries to boot it in, rebounds off Shakhtar's defensive line. Up to Valor, over to Ruiz, who's playing in the midfield all of a sudden. Catali, Oscar, who tries one, and it, bounces off the post. Woo. Shakhtar lucky to have the scoreline as it is. Oh, and we have a goal. But I think it's going to be pulled back because every time VAR kicks in this game, it's offsides. Yep. Dropoulos was offside, but that's all right. We're getting in the right spots here. Finally, a yellow card for Shakhtar. I've got to watch to see if Highland's being man-marked again. Cataldi to Oscar, who puts it up for Ingvartsen, who... I mean, I feel like we're trying to force things here. Going to the dressing room. No, I'm not going to tell them they're excellent. I'm going to say I'm not happy. We should be winning more, by more. This is ridiculous. We need this goal line to be padded. All right, end the team talk. Go to tactics for a second. Yeah, I think that's all we can do, really. Let's just tell Ingvartsen to roam a little bit more. and shoot more. Let's see if we can get him to take advantage of him being an actual striker. And we'll start this. And I want to... Let's get these guys... running all over the place. We'll change this back to whipped. We'll run at the defense here. Second half starts off with some lowly passing between defenders. Ruiz puts in the long throw to Holland. Bartson, who's offsides. Dropolis, Holland, Edmondson. Somebody, oh, come on, guys, really? Dropolis puts in the long ball again to Holland. Edmondson's offsides. That time, even I could see he was offsides. Look at this. Way offsides. I mean, I'm happy to see that we're getting a goal, but come on. Nice long throw again to Holland, to Edmondson. And that goes over for a Shakhtar goal kick. Dropolis to Garasable. Over to Cataldi. Over to Oscar. He's dribbling. Cataldi puts it out to Valor, who tries to center it but fails abysmally. Shakhtar's got to run up the right. Not quite a counter, but they're there in force, and we've got a Shakhtar corner coming up here, 56 minutes. So this is where I start thinking, how can I get goals? How can the team improve upon the situation they're in? Because I really want to get this scoreline padded. And I feel like we're being shut down in key areas, and I'm trying to figure out where that is. Cataldi running with the ball. Over to Holland. Holland over to Cataldi, who shoots and forces a save, and that goes out for a corner for Coruña. Pardon me while I take a sip. Valor puts in the corner, and we're unable to capitalize. Nice ball out wide to Holland. Crosses it back to Cataldi, puts it over to Oscar. Interesting passage of play in the box there. Coruña further unable to capitalize. Oscar taking the ball all the way up. More sideways passing. And we're going to go back to what the stock settings are and see if that helps at all. Uh-oh. Shakhtar into space. Zoho grabs onto that and says, I don't think so. Ruiz, ball over to Oscar, who saves it with a header to Cataldi. Oscar puts it out to Garasable. All I'm seeing is yellow cards on Coruña players this afternoon. And Oscar gives it a try, but that's wide. All right, we're starting to get... Holland is tired-ish and not playing very well. Valor's all right. Edmondson and Vartson aren't really doing much. So what can we do? What can we do? You know what? Let's give things a little bit more room here and see how this works. We got 4 yellow cards on players here. Changing Oscar to DLP, hopefully to give us a little bit more room there up front. Holland into space. With a man on. Oscar puts the ball over to Garasabo, who's in Akers. Runs in. Ingvartsen with a solid header, but that Shakhtar keeper is on his toes and able to save it. We're going to have a formation change here in just a moment. That Shakhtar winger was just in... Oh, I saw that going in. Okay, we're going to change up here. Tactics. We're going to start with this. Travers coming in for Holland, who has not been playing very well. Cataldi, Oscar. We have got to change these up. All right, is there anybody that's tired that I need to pay attention to? Got a couple in the mid-70s here. Oscar, 75. Cataldi, 79. All right, so we're going to bring in Shibasaki as the DLP. And go from there. I have faith in you. Really just trying to bring some new energy into the game here. This is trouble. Oh. Woo! Goes wide, but I'm getting nervous. Let's give these guys an old demand more here. Shibasaki with the free kick. Bends it in. Edmondson heads that over like the monster he is. Pressured by the feedback. Come on, really? Ladropoulos with the long throw. Ingvartsen. Ladropoulos picks it up and heads it to no one. Shakhtar clears and says, thanks for the ball, but we want you to have it. Garasabo running through the midfield. Puts it over to Valor. Valor speedily runs onto it. In the middle to Ruiz. Ruiz out to Valor. Ooh. Couple of solid kicks in there. Shakhtar's defense gets on top of it, and the keeper makes a good save for a corner. Traver puts it up. Shibasaki heads it in. Valor picks up the loose ball to Traver. Traver centers it. Shakhtar clears it. Angelari with the free ball. Valor is offsides. Ladropoulos, uh-oh. That might be a card later for Ladropoulos. That was some rough tackling. And Coruña with the ball. Garasabo taking it over. Giving it to Ruiz. Putting it out to Valor. And that's right. I need to change one thing about this. I think I forgot to do it on the tactic level earlier. Yeah, overlap. We've got inverted wingbacks on this, so I'm not sure why there's overlap. And I'm going to slow it down one click. And we'll go from there. Garasabo. Running up the wide. Cross blocked. Shibasaki picks up the loose ball. Continuing to run wide. Evades a defender, centers it, and forces a corner. Shibasaki with the corner. Puts it up. Cleared by Shakhtar. No Coruña player goes for the ball, which is just ridiculous. Shakhtar on the break on the left side. Coruña. Shibasaki fouls the Shakhtar player, forcing a free kick. They put it up, and it goes nowhere, thankfully. Ooh. All right, let's see if we should be making this third substitution here. Valor is tired. Ingvartsen's tired. Ruiz is tired. Valor, Ruiz. What shall we do? Can hear the Jeopardy music in my head. Okay, we're going to put Pedersen in here so we can reinforce that left side, and I think that will do us. Out wide to Traver. Running up the wing. Easily dispossessed. Long ball up to for Shakhtar. And Garasable's going to get a second yellow card here. And I'm going to cancel that quick. Was that a straight red? I guess that was a straight red. Oh boy. Okay, who's tired? Well, Ingvartsen's tired. And we're going to put Angelari on the wide. Soma in middle. We're going to change it to this. Pressing forward on attack, I think that will do okay. Here we go. And you can see Shakhtar now 4-2-4, very attacking, going all out. Let us not run at the defense. And see if we can waste some time. I'm not sure what the heck that was, but that was not played very well. Zoho out to Shibasaki, also on a yellow card. Shibasaki puts the ball over to Ruiz, who's got plenty of space to run into thanks to their formation. Shakhtar steals the ball because Ruiz is contemplating his naval, and that's why I hate wasting time. Disable that. Thankfully, Shakhtar's players can't get a shot on target, and that's probably going to come back to bite me. 4 minutes of stoppage. Cataldi, Soma. Soma all the way back to Uzoho. Uzoho up to Soma. Over to Valor. Valor puts the long ball up. Shibasaki tries a long shot and is blocked. And oh, I thought that was going to be a red card for Soma. Good lord. Cataldi, Soma. A lot of tactical fouls in this game. I don't mind it, but it's really... we're grinding this results out. Who are you kicking the ball to? Cataldi gets his own ball back. Ruiz puts in the cross. Ingvartsen, oh my goodness, come on, somebody have a freaking shot! Oh. What the hell was that? Can somebody tell me what that was? Coruña throw in, 15 seconds. To Valor, to Edmondson. Edmondson running into space. Gets tactical trip, no card, because it's the home team. And we're past... we are past time here. I mean, we got the 3 points here. We got the result. Oh my god, did Inter win? Inter beat Paris Saint-Germain? 1-0. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what these other results are. So we've got 9 points. So we beat Monaco, we beat Zenit. Technically, we beat Napoli there, too. We beat Rangers, we beat Salzburg. Let's go into the dressing room here. No, I'm not really happy with that performance, guys. Not happy with it. Oscar, thanks for your efforts. Okay, so I am going to go through. Nope, we're right here. Coruña knocked out of the Champions Cup. Damn it. I'm not going through. I'm really bummed about this. This sucks. Oh well. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me for this really, in my opinion, exciting triple header to find out where we end up with the group stages. This saves an interesting point with regards to everything going on. You can see we don't really reconvene the save until January of the next year here because the World Cup. So this save, I'm going to work through it and get a couple games in. Probably pick it up. Well, I don't know where I'll pick it up. You'll find out when I come out with the next episode. Thanks for joining me. I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.